Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So I was doing chores around the house this morning, listening to Steven Crowder, and when suddenly he drops culturally related the biggest news of the year. Something that was completely unexpected and that a lot of people thought would never come to light. The Nashville Shooters Manifesto has been leaked. But Crowder always backs up his statements with his sources here on his website. Here, literally on the sources page, I'm going to click on this and let's check it out. So, here we are. Sources: Louder with Crowder exclusive. Nashville trans school shooter manifesto has leaked. Today, we present you the latest groundbreaking expose from Mug Club Undercover. Join for the very first look at excerpts from the Nashville Covenant School Shooters Manifesto. We've been granted exclusive access. And I'm not going to play the video, but we'll scroll down here to the latest. Count. Wow. Shooter specifically targeted students with, quote, white privileges and was, quote, ready to go, I guess. Unquote. Louder with Crowder. And let me mention, I'm going to try to read through all this. I'm going to try to censor a little bit for the sake of the channel and whatnot. But Louder with Crowder has exclusively obtained 3 pages of Nashville shooter Audrey Hale's alleged manifesto. Alleged. Hale, a transgender 28-year-old man going by the name Aiden Hale, entered the Covenant School on March 27, 2023 in Green Hills, Tennessee, offing 6 before being shot and killed by responding officers. The manifesto detailed thoughts Hale had leading up to what was referred to as, quote, Death Day, as well as a timeline in which the shooting would take place. Audrey Hale, quote, can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm ready. I hope my victims aren't, end quote. And Hale, I hope I have a high count. I'm going to fancy private schools with those fancy khakis and sports backpacks with their daddy's Mustangs plus convertibles. Also, want to off you little crackers. Wow, I don't even think I can read that. And there were several times I could have been caught, especially back in the summer of 2021. I'm curious what that event was. Maybe we'll find out, considering we never thought we'd see this. But you never know, right? We're looking at this part, the alleged manifesto, according to the article. Hale, quote, it might be 10 minutes tops. It might be 3 to 7. It's going to go quick. The person had thought about it a lot, apparently. Nashville 6, Louder with Crowder, was publishing 3 pages of the long-awaited Nashville Transgender Mass Shooters Manifesto. These pages of the manifesto were exclusively obtained by Mug Club Undercover. There's some pictures, basically. Just going to scroll through real fast if you want to pause. Let you guys pause. And then it looks like they have literally listed out a timeline, minute by minute, of what they, quote, Death Day was. In the pages reviewed and corroborated by Mug Club Undercover, Hale said she hoped to have a high death count and wanted to, quote, off the kids with white privileges. Seems to lend a little credibility to the conspiracy theory that the mainstream media is protecting one thing and, pushing another, narrative. Get dressed, covered, 7 to 8:55, whatever that was, is covered. Pretty sick stuff all the way down there. And then let's see here. Mug Club Undercover has corroborated the pages with this manifesto as authentic. If you have information related to this story, please contact lwctips@protonmail.com. So there's that. And then let's see over here. I saw that Daily Wire went ahead and covered it too. Looks like they've run their take on it. So let's just check that out. The transgender identifying killer who murdered 6 people at a Christian school in Nashville was consumed by leftist racial hatred targeting whites as privileged, according to 3 pages of the shooter's diary released by podcaster Steven Crowder on Monday. Kill those kids, those crackers going to a private fancy school with these fancy khakis, sports backpacks with their daddy's Mustangs and convertibles. The 28-year-old female shooter wrote in a diary entry dated February 3rd. 3 photographs of the pages of the shooter's diary were obtained by Crowder, who reported that his investigative team independently confirmed the authenticity of the images. The Daily Wire sources have also confirmed the image's authenticity. So I don't know if it was the same source or whatever, but they both want to stake their reputations on their authentic. So the diary entries also reveal her schedule for death day, beginning at 7 a.m., quote, get dressed, and ending after 12:37 p.m. with, quote, time to die. I hope I have a high count, ready to die, haha, she wrote in a diary entry dated March 27th, the day horror struck Covenant School. It's just sad stuff, crazy. The musings reflect the envy for stable, productive society that is targeted as dominant and privileged by the critical race theory espoused in many public schools. The shooter, who the Daily Wire is not naming, boasted to a friend before the shooting that she might have left plenty of evidence behind, making her motives clear. Nashville police acknowledged soon after the shooting. Nashville Police Chief John Drake promised Republican Governor Bill Lee that the manifesto would soon be released. Quote, the Covenant shooting was a tragedy beyond comprehension, and Tennesseans need clarity. We've been in touch with the Nashville Police Department, and today, Chief Drake assured me that documents and information regarding the shooter will be released to the public very soon, Lee said on April 27th. But Drake broke the promise for the better part of a year. Nashville's police department refused to release the manifesto, citing a series of contradictory excuses. A spokesperson for Lee ignored the Daily Wire's inquiry and Lee's responses to the broken promise over the course of this year. Metropolitan Police Department and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations denied open records requests from the Daily Wire, the Tennessee Star, and other outlets, citing it was an ongoing investigation, even though the shooter was dead. The Star and others sued the police department, then claimed it could not release the manifesto because it was the subject of litigation, a catch-22 given that the litigation was about its refusal to release the manifesto. Yeah, convenient, right? Tennessee law enforcement authorities also claimed they were asked by the FBI not to release the manifesto, even though, in another catch-22, the FBI said it was not terrorism, and therefore the FBI had no jurisdiction. I mean, wow. You think they might be pushing one narrative and protecting another? I don't know, it's a question. The writings may raise questions about why the killing of school children, apparently based on their race, was not considered a hate crime by the FBI. The shooter and the children she targeted based on their race were white. The ramblings also call the children a bundle of sticks and evoke stereotypes of traditional masculine children. A Nashville City Council member, Courtney Johnson, told the New York Post that she was led to believe that the manifesto was a blueprint of total destruction that would be astronomically dangerous if released. The detailed agenda obtained by Crowder does not include any detail that would be useful to copycats. It merely says to take guns, go to the school, and begin shooting. It seems like there's more to it. If there's only, 3 pages released or whatever so far, leaked, I should say. And, I'm curious what went on. It seems like this might only be a part of what they actually have evidence-wise. And I'm curious if there's charges to come that should follow this with the seemingly admission up from this person to their friend. And I know it doesn't make them an accomplice, but I don't know. There's a lot of layers to this story, and I'm glad we're able to peel back one with this and find a little bit more of what's going on and expose also that the mainstream media does try to seemingly, along with, governments, considering government agencies, with FBI and whatnot, want to protect a certain narrative and go after another. And hopefully the majority of people are smart enough to realize this and are just able to call evil evil and not get caught up in, the civil war, essentially, that they want us to get caught up in. We know the more that we battle with each other, the more they can get away with as far as corruption, governments and government agencies and whatnot. So anyways, those are my thoughts on this topic. I'm sure there's more to come, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.